Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Today is November 3rd. Let's go over the games happened on Sunday, November 2nd. We got 7 games. Let's talk about them. The first one is well, here are the two teams on the opposite side of the spectrum. 0-6 Pelicans, 7-0 Thunder. I will try to trade Zion. I'll try to trade Murphy. Um, yeah, those are really only two guys. Yeah, Jordan Poole for sure if he pops off. Um, we know the risks. Like they started 0-6 in the West. They're pretty much cooked on the season. They have nothing to play for, and especially guys like Zion, who's very injury prone. Right, you got to get rid of him as the season goes on. Try to. He's gonna have big games. Drop 40 points, 10 rebounds with a bunch of defensive stats. That's when you know, for a week or two, that's when you try to trade him. Over here, not bad. With him, you kind of have to pound free throws, but 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and the steal is okay. And Trey Murphy hit 5 threes, which was good. Did what he needs to do. And Jordan Poole, I think, at some point, he might be droppable. He might be droppable. We still hold on to him, but not great because now he comes off the bench and it's not guaranteed to play 30 minutes like we seen here. And he's also a minus 26. Jeremiah Fears is somebody that could be interesting if he starts. Of course, the efficiency could be a little bit scary and a lot of turnovers, but 4 rebound, 4 assists, 4 3, 16 points is not bad. We look at Thunder, it doesn't even matter. They don't need shit homegrown Jalen Williams, and their priority this year is to get healthy during the regular season. Shea, of course, 30 points, 7 assists, now 13 for 13 from the free throw line. That's easy. Cason Wallace. How about Cason Wallace? He's the must roster at the moment. However, I would really try to sell high because he really just give you steals. So you roster him for steals and threes, hit 3 threes, 5 steals here. But when all the guys come back, I don't see him playing this big minutes. Aaron Wiggins probably needs to be rostered as well. 15 points and 3 threes and a block. That's okay. And Isaiah Hartenstein popped off against a bad team. Yeah, no surprise there. 6 for 7, 14 points, 8 assists, a steal and a block with 14 rebounds as well. Jalen Williams, if he starts next game, we could stream him. A lot of good players on the team. The next one is the Sixers beat the Brooklyn Nets 129-100. Well, the Sixers, they are also playing. They're 5-1. The Nets are 0-6. The Sixers, wow, that's big, and they actually got a lot of talent on this team. Tyrese Maxey, not just 26 points, but still very good. 7 assists, 6 rebounds with 4 threes. VJ Edgecombe. He played just 32 minutes here. Had 3 steals, 2 threes. The worry with him is, once everybody comes back, how many minutes is he really gonna play? They have Paul George, they have Embiid, and they have Jeremy McCain sitting on the sidelines right now. Those guys gonna come back at some point. Bona started just a steal and a block. He could be a block streamer. That's it. That's all he will do. Kelly Oubre Jr. popped off with 29 points, and Jabari Walker played 18. Yeah, I'll try to sell VJ Edgecombe as well as Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes also had a just amazing game, 13 assists for 3 steal and block. Obviously, he's rostered everywhere already, but yeah, try to sell high on these guys. For the Brooklyn Nets, I will try to sell Cam Thomas. I will try to sell Michael Porter Jr., who went 1 for 12 here. 17 points, 17 rebounds, 7 for 23, yeah. His efficiency on Denver, for the most part was decent. And that's playing with Jokic. If he's the number 1 option, his efficiency is going to, he's going to have a lot more games like this. And of course, he will have games popping off. But the concern with these two guys is the Brooklyn Nets started 0-6. Both guys are kind of injury prone, especially Michael Porter Jr. So how many games are these guys going to play when we get to April or March? Cam Thomas 4 3, 7 for 7. He's really good free throw guy. A lot of points, a lot of threes, but doesn't offer anything else. I think we know who he is. And Claxton with 19 points, 5. Wow, what a complete game from Claxton. I'll also try to sell him if I can. 1 steal, 3 blocks with 5 assists. Terrence Mann, yeah, a lot of guys played really well here, but none of them really is very fantasy relevant. The next one is the Jazz. They lost to Charlotte Hornets. 2-4. Well, the Hornets is 3-4. And this game, I think LaMelo was out. So Charlotte Hornets, I mean, if they keep this up, if they end up like, I don't know, winning 37, 38 games, they might be the 10th seed in the East. They might be, because you know how weak historically the East is kind of weak. Yeah, like right now the 10th is they're right there, 10th, 11th seed. A lot of teams are 3-4. Ryan Kalkbrenner, 4 steals and 4 blocks, amazing. Continues to provide those defensive stats. Miles Bridges, he started off really slow, but the last couple games he really picked up with 29 points, 12 for 12 on the free throw line, 6 assists, 3 threes, 4 rebounds. Great. He's a guy that he's obviously on a bad team, but for whatever reason they would just play him because he doesn't get hurt, even when we get to April. Colin Sexton started with no LaMelo, 12 assists. Try to say how high if you can. He's not a must roster even. Zion James also started, yeah. Sure, and this guy, Kong, 24 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 threes. He needs to be rostered, not a must roster, but he needs to be streamed at least. Provide you some threes and points. Moving on to the next one. Well, we got some news on Trae Young's knees. It says it looks like he avoided a serious injury. So he's going to be back in a month, which is good news for fantasy owners. So in the meanwhile, Nickeil Alexander Walker is a must roster, and I would try to sell him. 10 for 11 from the free throw line is really good in a block, 16 points. He's putting up pretty good numbers lately. Dyson Daniels with 4 steals in a block. He finally started playing better. The defensive stats started coming. That's great. Porzingis, 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. Not bad with 1 block. Porzingis is really all about health, and Jalen Johnson popped off. Jalen Johnson is going to be really, really good, but of course, you look at his free throw, 2 for 5. Really, the concern with him is the free throw. I would try to punt free throws if you have Jalen Johnson. It's not a must, right? He's not going to single-handedly destroy your free throws, but he's going to have a lot of games like this where he struggled from the free throw line. Everything else is great. Ricochet, I would not even stream him. This guy, I just don't trust. And Okongwu plays just 26 minutes. He had 4 fouls. The Cavaliers, they got Mobley, so. Donovan Mitchell, 37 points, 8 threes, great. Mobley is having a breakout year. Didn't really shoot the ball that well, but Evan Mobley on the season, right now he is 30th ranked player, so not really breaking out actually. But 2 steals and 2 blocks. Well, the counting numbers for sure looks very nice. 20 points, 9 rebounds. I honestly think he should take more shots, but get more higher usage. But he's only shooting 45% from the field and 69% from the free throw line. So if those 2 numbers go up and he can maintain the defensive stats, yeah, he's gonna be a beast. Top 20 for sure. Larry Nance Jr. got the start. We know how good Larry Nance Jr. is in fantasy actually. So let's see. He could be a streamer if he gets 25 minutes a night. DeAndre Hunter did his thing. 2 threes, 19 points. Get buckets with 3 steals. And Lonzo Ball could also be interesting stream for some assists. Right? He's finding himself a role. He played 27 minutes actually. I'm surprised he's able to even play 27 minutes, given how bad his knees were. But that's good. The next game is there are a lot of things going on with the Grizzlies. First of all, Ja Morant got suspended for 1 game. Do they want to go with his direction? Do they want to go with him? 3 for 11. We don't know. The Grizzlies. because they really had enough of him over the last couple years. And is he worth the trouble? Because on the court, he's also, he's very exciting, but is he winning games? So who knows? Maybe Ja is out of there in a year. Who knows? And then Grizzlies is going to rebuild. Jaren Jackson Jr. no blocks, five fouls, 20 points. You know, good offensive game, but just Jaren Jackson Jr. need to give us more blocks. And he hasn't been doing that this year. Landale started. I think he's somebody that we could stream for sure if he continues to start. Aldama 28 minutes. Yeah, if Ja Morant is checked out or stop playing or whatever, some of these rest of these guys they're gonna get a boost. But at the same time, in the West, you don't have Ja Morant. You're gonna be struggling fighting for 10 seed. Maybe they're gonna be good regardless because they're playing style. They do have a lot of high quality players like Coward now becomes a must roster. Right, played 29 minutes here. Didn't have the best game, but still 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 12 points with decent efficiency. We look at Toronto Raptors. Good win. Yeah. The Toronto Raptors, they've been picking up a few wins, 3 and 4. Emmanuel quickly has been big disappointment. Obviously not going to drop it, but I will try to buy low, throw him like a guy that is going to have no value, in a month or two, right? That's popping off right now. Emmanuel Clay should get better than this. He's really struggling. RJ Barrett, 27 points, 2 threes. Amazing. Brandon Ingram had 26 points. He had Scotty Barnes with 19 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, still in 5 blocks and 3 threes. With Scotty, right, it's all about the peripheral stats. The efficiency is still bad. And, with Brandon Ingram, he's not going to score a lot of points, which is fine for his value if he can just get more defensive stats. Brandon Ingram had 26 points. They're playing well, all 3 of them. So that's good. And Colin Murray Boyles with no Pirtle, right? He's a must roster. 6 offensive rebound, and I don't know what's going on with Pirtle. He also started off the year very, very bad. So he's a must roster, and then see how things go. Moving on to the next one, we have the Knicks beating the Bulls. Yeah, the Bulls were 5-0 before this. 116-1. Sure, that's great. Let's see how Josh Giddey did. Amazing. A triple-double with 2 steals. But Giddey, right, he's getting drafted crazy high. And on a per game basis, across 9 category leagues, he's never going to be that good. 22 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists looks fine. But first of all, he's shooting 49% from the field, which is okay. But 72% from the free throw line, that's bad. No defensive stats. And 1.8 threes. So the numbers look good, but he's a guy that's getting drafted in the second round. You're not going to get that this year. Trey Jones is a must roster, played 34 minutes, 5 assists and a steal with 1 3. Yeah, he's a must roster. And Vucevic continues to, this is a year almost 18, 17, 19, I don't know. Continue to do the same thing year in and year out. 14 rebounds here with 1 block and 17 points with 3 threes. Matas played well as well. 4 threes, 14 points and a steal. He does have a lot of upside, so he's gonna have some rough games, but hold on to him. They want to play him. They want to start and give him 30 minutes tonight. For the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson, decent game with 2 steals, 31 points and 4 threes, just 3 assists because Mikal Bridges out of nowhere had 9. Cat continues to struggle shooting the ball, but 2 blocks here, 15 rebounds, 2 threes, 20 points is good enough for a second rounder. For him, it's really all about efficiency. Doesn't really hurt you anywhere. But this year, the field goal has been bad. Cat will improve though. And OG had 2 steals and blocked 21 points. Very balanced from New York. And they're not giving Jalen Brunson crazy minutes, which is good. You definitely want to save these guys in the playoffs. Mitchell Robinson came back, but none of the New York Knicks guys have any fantasy value because the starters soak up all the usage. Go to the next one. The Spurs, they finally lost the game. 5-1, they lost to Phoenix. And Phoenix really, the defense they threw at Wemby really worked. Wemby really struggled offensively, but he still had 9 rebounds and 4 blocks. for 14. Pretty rough game from Wemby, but he's only a -3 anyway. While the rest of the starters was -15, -20. Stephon Castle went off actually, 26 points, 2 threes, but he was -15. Hit his free throws, which is huge. He was shooting 50% on high volume. 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, a block. Overall, very good game from Stephon Castle. He's gonna be up and down. We're still waiting for De'Aaron Fox to come back. Let's see how much usage Castle is gonna get next to Fox. He's still gonna get some usage, but let's see. Devin Vassell, horrible game here, had 4 points. And Dylan Harper plays just 11 minutes, so if you have him, it's okay to drop. Vassell, we still want to hold on to him because he's still getting a decent chunk of minutes. For Phoenix, Devin Booker, another great one with 28 points with good efficiency and 13 assists and a steal. Devin Booker, a little bit slow start, 46 ranked player, right? On a per game basis, he's never going to be a top 10 player because he just doesn't get defensive stats. On the season, he's averaging 0.4 steals. But he's going to be very, very efficient. Should have a lot of assists, right? Really high volume free throw shooter as well. So top 20, he should be top 20. But he is averaging 30 points and 7 assists. It's just the other numbers hasn't come together yet. Mark Williams, he's a must roster, but 7 against Wemby, still actually decent. 7 rebounds and 2 blocks. Grayson Allen hit 5 threes, pretty good. Royce O'Neal and Ryan Down. Yeah, all these 3 and D guys, they're playing fairly well. So Royce O'Neal, for sure, we can stream him, and Ryan Down too. He's been getting more and more minutes. So I'll be looking to pick him up. He's, again, perfect 3 and D guy, very efficient, get you a bunch of defensive stats, right? 17 points here is decent. This Phoenix team, it's going to be hard for them to be but they're winning games. They're competing. They're competing hard, which is what you want to see. The last game of the night, we have the Lakers beat the Lakers in 5-2. They beat the Miami Heat 3-3. Miami Heat, I don't really know what they're doing. Kel Ware played just 12 minutes. It's getting harder and harder to hold on to Kel Ware. He has tremendous upside, but the minutes is really just not there. If he gets 30 minutes a night, he's a top 50 player for sure. So look, depending on how you start and if you really need a big man with upside, sure, you could hold him, but otherwise, you might need to make some tough decisions. Bam Adebayo, 17 points, 3 steals and block. Played all right, and Andrew Wiggins too. When is Tyler Hero going to be back? Pell Larson, I think at the same time, is somebody we could stream, and same thing with Donovan Mitchell too, for assists and steals, 8 assists here, and Triple J went off with 31 points, 11 for 16, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He's really on and off. And Nikola Jovic too, came off the bench with 20 minutes. Yeah, all these guys, all these Miami Heat guys, if there's a back-to-back, sure, use your acquisitions and get 2 games out of them. But otherwise, it's hard to predict, which guy is going to have a big game. There's not much consistency. For the Lakers, how about Luka? 29 points, triple-double with 3 steals. Struggled from the 3 here, 1 for 11. He missed 13 shots, and 10 of them is from 3. Still fine. Luka was averaging 45 points. Austin Reeves also struggled a little bit for shooting the basketball, but they still score 130 points, 11 assists as well. Austin Reeves is going to have a big year. Even when LeBron comes back, I'm not too worried about him, to be honest. He's a 6th ranked player. Obviously, he's not going to be a 6th. He's not going to be a top 10 player. Sell him if you can. Another big sell high guy on this to start off the season. Rui Hachimura, sure, I think he's just streamer for points and efficiency. 15 points and 3 threes. Did what he needs to do. And how about Jake LaRivia? This is a couple games in a row now. Let's go pick him up and just see how things go. He's been getting close to 30 minutes. With no LeBron, right? They're giving him minutes. He's getting a lot of defensive stats as well. 4 steals here, 2 threes, and with crazy good efficiency. So yeah, let's go pick him up and see how he does. All right, that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.